Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 with our career at Mercedes. It's round 11. We're heading to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix, and as you can see, the update went live earlier today. I have run 2 races on the PS4 version today and no crashes, so that's encouraging. Hopefully that will also be the case here tonight. Let's find out. So, British Grand Prix, our home race for both of our drivers, and kind of for the team as well, although technically they are a German team. They have been based in the UK since inception. So, yeah, effectively they are also at their home race as well, especially seeing as there is no German Grand Prix this year, and hasn't been for a while. It probably won't be for a while either. I don't think Germany's going to be coming back anytime soon. Let's set our performance targets for today's Grand Prix. So the incentive, get 1 car into Q2. We should comfortably be able to manage that. In terms of quali position, we're going to go to inside the top 10. Again, we are lacking in pace, and while I think we should do quite well in quali, I think we're going to go backwards in the race, unfortunately. We'll get both cars into Q3. Finish position. We're going to just play it really safe here again. We're going to go 2 in the top 10. And let's do a new quali streak. Let's go 2 in the top 10 for 5 races. There we go. So, being a little conservative with our sponsor objectives. We have been stung by those actually recently. And we need to maximise as much money coming in as possible, because we still have facilities, etc., that need to be upgraded, and I'd rather have money around to do that. And at the moment, most of our money is going into car development and maintenance as well. Speaking of, you can see we've got 4 projects on the go at the moment. 3 of them are research projects. We've got a new rear wing that's due in 9 days' time. And once that is done, let's see, we'll get that possibly in time for Budapest. Maybe on 1 car, I don't know about both. But certainly we'll have it for Spa, which is going to be hugely important for us. In terms of spare parts as well, you can see we are busy making spare parts. Got underfloors on the way, front wings, side pods and suspensions all in production right now. Some of these I think are new parts, some of these might be spare parts, but yeah, it's not ideal. We're going to just double check. I think we did this last night, but I'm just going to double check that both cars are running the same specs where possible. So they're both on the Mark III chassis, they're both on the Mark III front wing, the Mark II rear wing. We've only got 1 side pod. We can't do that for George, unfortunately, so he's still on the Mark II. They're both on the Mark III underfloor, and they're both running the new Mark IV suspension, so that's good. And with that, we are ready to go to Silverstone. Let's have a quick look at the track breakdown. So a wonderful lap, this one of the best Grand Prix in terms of driver experience, and it produces some really good racing as well, more often than not. I love this track. I still have a soft spot for the original layout of this track, where it curved around instead of looping infield where the new start finish complex is. It sort of flattened out along the top, so club was a much more gradual corner instead of becoming a tight right-hander into the new start finish straight. And then you had a little straight going to bridge, and then it would loop into bridge and then come up into I forget the corner before Brooklands, but then it would do a little short straight into Brooklands at an angle, I would say probably about 45 degrees to the Wellington, where the Wellington straight is right now, maybe a little bit more than that. and then loop into Brooklands there. But yeah, that was such a cool little track. I really enjoyed the original Silverstone. It had such the bit as it went through Bridge was fantastic. But yeah, this new circuit has grown on me over the years, and I've come to really appreciate it. So yeah, we shall see how we do. Let's take a look at expected strategies. So it looks like it might be a two-stop race. Potentially soft, medium, soft, or soft, medium seem to be the two prevalent strategies. There is a soft to hard strategy that's highlighted there. We may possibly see some cars going onto the one stop. We'll have to see, and we may have weather as well. I'm not sure what the weather's going to do in this Grand Prix yet. We don't have the forecast, so let's go find out.
Welcome, and come on in to the home of British motor racing. It's Silverstone, where the Formula One World Championship began back in 1950. And this historic high-speed track remains a challenge for our drivers' courage and determination to this very day. Silverstone is a power circuit. It demands downforce and total confidence in the car for a driver to keep their foot planted through Sector 2, through the high-speed corners at Woodcote and at Copse, and carrying on through Maggots and Beckett's. Alpine are debuting a brand new driver here, and that could shake things up. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Alpine are debuting a new driver? Really? Unless it's their reserve driver. Might be their reserve driver. Right, objectives set. Weather is going to be wet on Friday, dry Saturday, dry Sunday. Okay. So, with that in mind, we will start on the hards. Let's have a look at the run plan. Silverstone is quite a long lap, even though it's a fast lap. So we're going to go 17 laps here, dropping the pace, and same over here as well. And I think we will put Mick in the car, seeing as we missed out on the opportunity to put him in Austria simply because it's a sprint and we just needed to make sure both of our drivers got enough time on track. We will put Mick in the car, and we'll take Lewis out and put Schumi in there. Right, let's see. Car parts next. Let's take out the decent stuff. Put in the not so good stuff, so we don't wear out racing components. Yeah, that's not going to last. Swapping out the engine here. How you doing, Farah? Good to see you. There we go. And gearbox, we can go with that gearbox. Okay, right. So we've done the 17 laps and driver options on both cars. It's time to do the setups. So, let's take a look at the book. So we're going to start with Russell's car and go 6, 11.5, 9.1, 3.05 and a 0. That's one of my setups from last year. Let's see how that does. And we'll do the same with Mick. We'll do another of last year's setups. Let's go with a 6, 11.5 and 8.2. A 3.40 and a 0.65. There we go. Yeah, I'm sitting here sweating a bit. It's it's a bit toasty. Right, we're ready. Let's send them over to the grid. rain in 4 minutes. Never mind. Well, we may as well get a little bit of track time done. Should have checked.
Radio check.
Actually, yeah, well, it may not get wet enough to actually need inters. It may stay dry enough all the way through there. We'll see. Right, and because it's Schumi, and we rarely ever get to see him, we are going to get him to give us a lap in
avoid all curbs.
helmet cam. Need to think of a new sort of moniker for Schumacher when we're in helmet cam. Maybe doing it Schumi style. I'm open to suggestions. And we're going to give a guided tour on the lap as well. So this is club. So we're accelerating out of club onto the Hamilton straight. Sorry, Farah. We come up to Abbey and through village into farm. Now we have the loop. And I can never remember the name of that one there. That little straight. This is the Wellington Straight. Into Brooklands. And now Luffield. And now we accelerate out of Luffield into Woodcut and the old start-finish straight on the previous track configuration. Into Copse. And then this first left-right is Maggots. The second left-right is Beckett's. And then this left-hander here is Chapel onto the Hanger Straight. And then into Stowe, one of the fastest corners on the grid. Carry a lot of speed through there. And then we accelerate up to Vale before we go back into Club and back onto the Hamilton Straight. So there we go. There is a guided tour of Silverstone through Schumacher's helmet cam. Let's accelerate some time.
The rain is falling.
Copy.
Advise on the tyres.
Oh, that engine sounds awful. Might not be the engine, it might be the MGU that's giving that that noise. We have got a crash. Looks like it's not one of our drivers, that's good. Time penalty for Moreau, so yes, that is it Dennis Moreau? I think it's Dennis Moreau. He is the Alpine test driver. And does he have his name showing? Yes, he does. So it just seems to be Schumacher that's not having his name shown for whatever reason. It's time for us to call the drivers in. Get them onto some inters. And how much feedback do we actually have? 3 of 5. 2 of 5. Okay, not even 3. It's not quite good enough. Let's make a little change. Let's try doing that. See what that does. Mix coming in. Wow, the rear wing is spot on. Don't know about anything else. Let's try just making a little tweak like that. See what that does. Kind of shooting in the dark a little bit here. The Silverstone map, not bad. You know, it's very basic in some of those details. Those 2 big grey splotches at the bottom are actually spectator areas. Rather than grandstands, I think they are the hills that people sit on. Right. Not sure if there are actual grandstands in those locations. And you can see the 2 runways on the right hand side. Yeah, it looks a little bit... yeah. And then the remains of what used to be one long, super long runway on the other side of the track. We've got a crash.
And there's been quite a crash.
So Williams and... is that Yuki? Or is that De Vries? Well, the Williams was Albon. Yes, it is De Vries.
Car face temperature okay, right?
Oh, I never changed mixed tyres. He's still on the...
Keep talking to us about
He's still on the slicks. Oh well, never mind.
battery is seemingly depleting.
Hey, bud. Copy that. We'll have a look.
Once again, the older parts that we've got in the car are starting to fall apart a little bit. Mick is very much on the wrong tyre now.
No grip.
Oh, one other thing we have got now as well. You'll notice where we've got the 4 out of 5 feedback. Watch what happens when Russell goes to 5.
If we can have a balance check.
Much better, much better.
Okay, firm. No rain. So circuit's all clear.
Copy.
So we're at 92 and 84.
Just say what you'd like on the balance.
Once we get back into the garage and actually have that setup showing, it will replace the 5 out of 5 with that setup. I don't know if... I noticed it today, and I don't know if that's because of the patch or if that's something a little different. It's still a little frustrating that at this point we still have to click out of the menu to see what that feedback is. But once we get into the garage, if we make no changes, we will go back out and show that level. Alright, big changes needed here. We are way off on camber and oversteer. Gonna go to a 5. Gonna pull the actually. Let's go to a 6.5. That's not going to be enough, is it? I can't change it too much because I'm going to break everything else. So maybe I have to go to an 8.2. That's got to go that way a bit. Let's try doing that. What do I have as a 6.5 in the book? A 6.5, 8.2, 3.35, and a 0.7. That's a little too much. If I pull that back in a bit, that's still a touch too much. Yeah, I'm not overly confident about that. That looks too big a change on the camber. Unless I can correct it by doing that and then push that to maybe a 3.5. But then that's too much of a change there. Alright, so let's revert that back and start again. So this one's going to be a bit trickier. I don't have an easy comparison. If we try staying at 9.1, yeah, I really don't feel good about that at all. It's going to have to be an 8.2. And now it's finding the right front wing, and do I go with a 7 on the front wing? Even that looks a bit extreme. That might break the rear wing. I don't know if that's enough of a change. I don't think that's going to do it, but we'll give it a try. Has Mick got his development points in? He has. Mick's probably not going to go back out again this session.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
We'll make that a 9.1. Pull that back. We'll go with that. I think that looks good enough. Yeah, I'm really not sure about Russell. We are going to send him out on those hard tyres again. He's going to be down a little bit on run time, so it makes sense to get him out there. Schumacher, yeah, doesn't really make much point. He's done enough to get his +1.
You've taken the checkered flag.
There we go. It's a little bit of extra running for Russell. Takes a little bit of time pressure off on subsequent sessions, especially if we get rain in the next session as well. Penalty for Max. I don't think he hit anybody. Maybe that's a component penalty. Moreau hit somebody, that's a penalty there. De Vries has a penalty as well, as does Zhou. Okay. Let's take a look at the partial feedback we've got. Alright, that is encouraging. That's very encouraging. I thought that would be too much on the cornering, but it's optimal. So, yeah, hopefully that will be optimal on the top two as well. We're going to go mediums on this set of tyres, and we're going to do a long run. We're going to go 30 laps to make up for some of the running we missed in the last session. Of course, we may have rain in this session as well. Hopefully we don't. Lewis needs to run a lot, but still needs to get that car setup nailed, so no guarantees it will be good. We're going to go with 40 laps of... that's too many. I'm going to go with 36 laps of fuel. And hope that the changes are sufficient there. So out goes Russell. Out goes Hamilton.
Is the engine okay?
Oh, we have got more rain in this session coming, and that will be into weather. Right. 100% setup. Perfect. We nailed it. I really didn't think that would do it, but there we go. That's one for the book, for the new book. There's a wet weather warning. How much feedback can we get from Lewis before the rain falls? Or until we need to switch him onto inters? I'd like to try and get a complete set of feedback if possible.
Copy.
Doesn't look like it's going to be possible, maybe? Rain's not falling amazingly fast. We've still got a bit more time. We've got time.
If you could give us a balance check.
94%. Okay, not perfect, but good enough. Let's call... let's leave Russell out there for now. Let's call Hamilton in. Okay, so we need to change this. Which way do I need to go? Let's go to a 3.25. That has affected the front wing slightly. Let's put that to a 6. Hopefully that doesn't disrupt the rear wing straights value too much. Let's try that. And we'll go on to a set of inters now for Lewis. And we'll drop his fuel down to 20 laps. Now it's time to call in George. Right, so, into the book. Okay, there we go. Let's give him some inters. We'll put on the used tyres that we kind of burnt up a bit in the last session. We'll drop his fuel load down as well. We'll give him 20 laps of fuel and he'll go straight out. as we're not making any setup changes. And there we go. So you can see we've got the 100% setup now showing on Russell. We made no changes to his setup, so it shows us what the current value is. I don't know if that's new. I think it is. But there still appears to be no way for us to actually see that value. Unless, have they changed it into here? Well, it shows us it there, but again, we're still in gathering setup feedback display there, so... I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with Hamilton. It may have been there from the start and I just completely missed it, but either way, if you've got the feedback thing showing, it does not show you what the actual setup value is, and that still is a flaw. I think it should show you that without having to go into these menus here just to see what your actual feedback rating is.
Just make sure you keep per tool.
Track's going to keep fluctuating a bit now. We're going to stay out on the inters. Oh, got a crash. Oh, we've got both of our drivers together. Let's make sure that they don't crash.
Has to be said,
Oh,
that was pretty
so the
risky.
Red Bull hit, well, the AlphaTauri hit the Alpine, and then the Red Bull hit the AlphaTauri.
And avoid all curbs. Avoid all curbs.
Understood.
Yeah, I think it didn't actually change. I think it just said 5 out of 5 if we sent them back out with no changes before as well. I'll probably end up having a quick look at one of the previous live streams later, later tonight afterwards, and have a look. 97% with Lewis, so almost there. We've still got another session to go. We're going to keep him out on track, get his knowledge up for both track and car.
No rear for some reason.
Surface temps is still cool all round.
Oh, and if you're looking for some funny Formula 1 content on YouTube, I recommend Lollipop Man. Little animated F1 shorts. I've been watching a lot of those over the last couple of days, and I think some of them are hilarious. Does a really good job replicating the voices of the drivers as well. I don't know if that's through impressions or AI, but it's very good. Right, what changes do we need to make to Lewis's car to get that to 100? Just need to change the cornering value. Might too much? I honestly don't know. We've got time to try it. I would like, ideally, to be able to stay out for the entire session, but we're not going to be able to. We're going to have to split it into 2 runs. I shouldn't have used the hards with Mick. That's my own fault. Can't use them now, unfortunately. They've been returned. I can use the mediums again, though, for some reason. Not quite sure why that is. Right. That's for George. Set of softs for George. He's at 77, so 22 laps should be enough, I think. Oh, we're going Mass Effect again.
Have a balance check when you can.
99. I should have added that little clicker toe. Never mind. No, that's last year. I'm talking about the change on this year. So I'm talking about before today's patch. But I appreciate you looking there, Farah. Right, so that's got to be there then. I will use the remainder of those softs. And I'll push them up to 20 laps, even though we won't have time for 20 laps. There's no point checking yesterday's stream because we never hit 100% on Austria.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Although actually, no, checking yesterday might be worth it because it will show whatever value it is when we didn't make changes to one of the 2 cars. Evening, Mr. Water. So this should be 100 for Lewis. Track knowledge is going to be lacking, unfortunately. And I think we started with about, what, 66% on our car knowledge at the start of session 1. So we've gained some good car knowledge, considering we're running some new parts this weekend.
Give us a balance check when you can.
And there we go, 100 for Lewis. So, another setup for the book.
We have a checkered flag now.
Okay, there we go. That is practice done. So penalties for Max, for Gasly, for Ocon, for De Vries, and for Zhou. Let's have a look at data view. See if we can figure out if some of those, and we know some of those are collision penalties, but are some of those component penalties? Yeah, the state of Russell's car there. Not amazing, or Hamilton's for that matter, but that's practice part, so it doesn't really matter for us. Let's have a look at the Ferraris. So, new gearbox for Leclerc, new engine this weekend for Sainz, nothing new for the McLarens, looks like a new engine for Max, and a new gearbox, and a new ERS, so Max is taking a new everything, and he's got a collision penalty. That'll be interesting to see if he actually has gone over his allocation of parts now. New gearbox for Perez. Nothing new for Ocon. Nothing new for Gasly, who's got a penalty, so that's for causing a collision. Albon has a penalty, I think, for causing... No, Albon got hit, didn't he? Nothing new for him. Nothing new for Sargent. Magnussen's got a new gearbox this weekend. Hulkenberg's got nothing new. De Vries has a new gearbox. Nothing new for Yuki. Nothing for Bottas. New ERS for Zhou. Nothing new for Stroll. Nothing new for Fernando. Okay, interesting. Oh, it did show 100% at Barca, did it? Okay, all right. Thank you, Farah. Yeah, I may have, like I said, I may have just not noticed that before. I'm always kind of a little bit more observant on the day of a patch because I'm looking for things that have changed.
Our weekend continues.
Right, quali time. Should be dry quali, shouldn't have to worry about weather, and our engine should still be pretty good. The Mercedes power units, let's have a switch over on this first. Let's go to the power units. There you can see the power loss threshold is 65%, so they are still theoretically going to be running at full power. While it is the slowest engine on the grid at 90% of total power, 90% of the Red Bull effectively, it does have the best power loss threshold. It also has probably the best wear resistance, or very close to being the best wear resistance. It has great thermal efficiency, as you can see, best on the grid, and very good fuel efficiency as well. It's also pretty kind to gearboxes and ERSs, especially when you compare it to the Red Bull. So they are going through their components a fair bit quicker than us. That gearbox should last the Grand Prix as long as we don't get into a shunt. Otherwise, yeah, that will be a problem. If that happens in quali, then we'll change it, but if it happens in the race, we're kind of screwed. Let's Go with that engine, that ERS unit, and that gearbox. Lewis definitely going to need a new gearbox before the end of the season. We're going to start with just the one flying lap and hope that that's going to be enough to get us through to the next session. Then we'll do 2 flying laps in Q2 and then a 1 run and then a 2 lap run at the end of Q3. So, will this be enough? We've got no traffic. We're actually potentially tucked up nicely behind Verstappen. Might get a little bit of a tow down the hangar straight.
So we'll just get that delta negative.
127.
And we will box end of this lap.
126.9. 3/10 off. Okay,
So keep
that's
that
not bad.
tight. Okay,
That's
so
put our drivers
box.
on, well, peak confidence there for Russell. Because he went fastest in the session before Max took it away from him. And that should be enough to get us through. So we won't go out again in Q1. And then we'll use those same tyres again for a 2-lap run in Q2. And then, assuming we get through, which we should do, the same tyres again for a 1-lap run at the start of Q3, and then brand new tyres for a 2-lap run at the end of Q3. And that should hopefully get us pretty close to pole. Sainz a little off the pace right now, despite that new engine. Maybe he's just not had a clean run yet. There we go. Nope. Did he go back out again? I don't think he did. No, he's still in the garage. Maybe he only went out the one time, same as us. But he's through. Comfortably. Let's see what he does in the next session. So, those same tyres on a 2-lap run. There we go. We want to wait till around about 6 minutes left in the session. There is a risk we will encounter traffic, but hopefully we'll be alright. And a brief yellow flag there. I'm not sure who caused it or what it was for. Let's send out Russell now. He's going to have Sargent in front of him. And let's send out Hamilton behind Perez. And we're going to ride on board with Russell in Q2. And we'll ride with Hamilton in Q3.
All clear ahead. Good to go.
So, first flying lap.
And circuit is all clear. So you're good to go.
Is that Haas in the way? I think it is. That's traffic. Better not be Hulkenberg. I swear to God, Hulkenberg is just my nemesis in this game because I was playing on the PS4 today and he clobbered Perez for no reason. Alright, looks like we got through there without any issues. Personal best in Sector 2. And that puts us P3, 8/10 off max, but tyres are now pretty much up to temperature. We've got a cool down lap just to get the temperatures back down into control, stop them from overheating too much, maybe get a little bit of battery back. 1.4 seconds off for Lewis. Wow, that's a long way off. But we should see improved times on this second run, substantially improved times. They're good enough to get through as things currently stand. But if we close that down a second, let's see, Alonso's definitely going to improve. Magnussen can probably improve as well, but I don't think he'll do enough to get through ahead of Hamilton's time. Maybe? I can't really see anyone else pushing us out of the top 10 as things currently stand. There goes the Haas, which means it's going to be on the in the way on the next flying lap potentially. Schumacher is behind the Ferrari of Sainz. That might work out to our advantage. Might get a nice little slipstream again. And we're going to start winding up for the second flying lap in just a second. Yeah, now you see Magnussen into the top 9, but not enough to get close to Hamilton.
It's all clear ahead. Good to go.
I've got a Williams coming out the pit lane. That could be problematic for Lewis and Sainz.
And circuit's all clear. Good to go.
Oh no, it was Sergeant boxing. Okay, that's fine. Right, improvement in the first sector for Russell. Purple for Lewis in the first sector. What did the patch entail? It was primarily fixing the crash. I mean, I think there was something else. Haas. Yeah, primarily it was fixing the crash. I think there was something else in there as well. I don't remember off the top of my head. I did post a link to the patch notes on Twitter this morning, or this afternoon. Personal best for Lewis in the middle sector. Russell takes 4/10 off his lap time. Right, what can Hamilton do? Wow, he took a second off his time. Big improvement there. I mean, it was a very slow first lap for Lewis. Unusually slow lap. But that second lap, much better. Okay, so These tyres are now a bit worn, but they are good for one flying lap, just to set a benchmark, a low benchmark time, which we can then beat on the first lap of our second run, and then we should be able to beat that time on the second lap of the second flying run. So theoretically we should go faster every lap. Ah, damn it, the Haas jumped out in front of us. Alright, so this is just a benchmark time. It's not going to be that competitive compared to the rest of the field. It's just to get a time on the board and to gain a higher base level confidence for the start of the next run.
So we just get that delta negative.
And there we go. We actually just got Russell. It says very high, but we just got him into peak. If I click off and click back on, you can see there he's at peak confidence. Almost at peak confidence for Hamilton.
Back into the garage.
And that'll be our starting baseline of confidence for the 2-lap run. Taking provisional pole gives a really big boost to confidence levels as well, which is why I wanted to get our drivers out immediately at the start of the session to give them the chance of actually taking that. Even if they wouldn't hold it, it was just to give them that really big confidence boost. Start them as high as possible on this next run. Right, brand new softs there, 2-lap run, confirm. Send out Russell. Send out Lewis. Right, is that Aston on a flyer? Or is it just coming off a fast lap? It's just coming off a fast lap. Okay, that shouldn't get in the way.
Yeah,
Okay, we've got the Alpines in front there, are going to be out of, well, an Alpine and a Williams. Let's see, the Ferrari behind is on an in-lap, and so is the Red Bull. So they're not going to be in the way. So we're going to get a clean first lap. It's just a question of where traffic comes out for the next run. Alright, about to start winding up with Russell. There goes Stroll into the pits behind us.
So no one ahead. Good to go.
So that circuit's all clear. Good to go.
Okay, improvements in the first sector, but no purples. George now into peak confidence. Lewis not quite there yet, needs to improve in the middle sector as well. That should hopefully get him into peak. Another personal best for Russell in the middle sector. No improvement for Hamilton. Oh, it's all down to that final sector for Lewis then. See if he can hit peak confidence. So Russell crosses the line, sets a new personal best. He's just 1/10 away from pole. He's at almost maxed out confidence. He's going to get really nice boosts there. And we got a Ferrari popping out right in front of us. I might take manual control to get him past that. And Lewis did just hit peak confidence. That Ferrari's going to hold us up the whole way. So we are going to have to take manual control to get past it. Just going to wait a moment. I don't want to do it too early. Alright, we'll do it now as we come out of Cops. There we go. Yeah, Lewis has got enough of a gap, he's fine. Alright, there we go. Lewis has just dipped just as he's about to start his next lap.
And circuit's all clear. Good to go.
Right, can either of our drivers sneak pole position? Russell has just gone purple in the first sector.
So that's checkered flag.
Hamilton improves in the first sector. Someone else has gone purple and it's not one of us. We are now into peak confidence with Lewis. I think Verstappen went slightly quicker on his lap. Russell has not improved in the middle. Neither has Hamilton. It's going to come down to this final sector. Stroll goes up to P4. Right behind Russell, just 0.003 of a second behind him. Russell finishes his lap and does improve, but it's not quite enough to get on, get ahead of Perez. He just missed out effectively on pole position by 0.02 of a second there. Oh, now Sainz goes quicker. What can Lewis do? Nothing. What happened to Lewis at the end of the lap? Maybe the tyres just gave out. 4th and 6th. That will become... oh, Perez! Perez takes pole from Verstappen at the death. He's the last one across the line and he just sneaks it. Verstappen has a penalty anyway. But, wow. Perez just sneaking it in the end. So it's going to be Perez from Sainz, then Russell in 3rd. And depending on how big Max's penalty is, because he might have component penalties as well as a collision penalty, it might be 3 places, it might be multiple places. We just don't know yet. Stroll may be starting 5th, he may be starting 4th. Lewis may be starting 5th or 6th. Again, depends on Max.
The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history. From Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
So 52 laps of the British Grand Prix await the drivers, but there can only be one winner. Who's it going to be?
Are you subscribed? Yeah, it's very, very good channel. I do like that. I've been watching a lot of the videos over the last couple of days, and yeah, I've been enjoying them. You want to have a look back for one from I think last year, where it was Max and Checo explaining the cost cap to to a couple of other drivers. That's a very good one. Right, let's see. The one stop is a 1:20.14, a 1:20.13 for the 2 stop. What if we go medium? That is, on paper, slower. But what if we can... Yeah, it's not going to be quicker, is it? Okay, so soft, medium, soft. There we go, so we're looking at 16 and 37 as our laps to pit. Go a touch earlier with Lewis so that they're staggered. Going to take just 2 laps of fuel out here. It's a very fast track, power circuit, so I don't want to be fuel saving for too much in this Grand Prix. We're going to go very aggressive off the line. Oh, that was Lewis. I thought it was George I'd just done. There we go. And let's go to the grid. And this shouldn't, emphasis on shouldn't, crash. Let's find out if it does. Hooray!
The British Grand Prix is nearly upon us. The drivers composing themselves on the grid ahead of 52 laps around Silverstone. And we certainly know what Max Verstappen is capable of.
Down in P11 isn't where we normally expect to see them, but I doubt they'll be staying there for long.
Right, let's get to it then. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix.
Oh, the grid's still really wonky. Look at the back. That
It's
just looks
lights
wrong.
out, and away we go.
I really don't know if it is actually genuinely like that. It can't be, surely not.
Just show me what you've got now.
Coming. Let's go for it.
Set.
Ooh, got a yellow flag. Have we had a collision already? Max is in 9th right now. Maybe someone just ran a little wide. We're not getting any indication as to what caused that yellow. So Russell is keeping pace with Sainz now. Stroll is struggling to keep pace, and that's holding Hamilton up. Stroll's on the mediums, that's why. Front two are also on the soft as well. Good. Need a good launch out of this corner. Stroll's push is making it tricky to get a run on him. He's burning his battery as well.
If we could just drop back a bit.
Copy.
We've broken clear of Hulkenberg, who's in Hulkenberg's in 6th. Wow. Gotta watch out for him. And we're just gonna slap the cars into harvest mode now. Try and get a little bit of battery so that we can make a try and make a break in the DRS.
Copy.
Need more power.
Just do the best you can.
Perez breaking away now from Sainz.
So that's currently P3. So Sainz ahead. Stroll car behind. Push and hold, overtake.
Copy.
Okay, George not able to get the move done yet on Sainz. Hamilton through past Stroll. We got a whoop.
You're doing a great job though.
Battery's dead. Let's go back into harvest mode. Let's calm down the tyres and fuel. Going to go into top up mode for Lewis because he's not in DRS.
So we need 300 metres lift and coast. Next, everything back, getting the pack back up.
Yep.
Come on, don't get dropped. Don't get dropped.
So we're low on battery at the moment.
Stay with him. Stay with him. Just Lewis just missing out.
And we'll push.
What? We were in the DRS.
Drop the lifter coast for
How
now.
did... we were in the detection zone.
And just charge the pack.
Oh, yellow flag. That might be for one of the Alfa Romeos. I'm just seeing how far back it is. Bottas is at the back of the grid now by quite a way. Another yellow flag. Oh, someone's hit Hamilton. Or Hamilton's hit someone.
Now
Must
it
be...
looks to be
don't tell me
Lewis Hamilton
Hulkenberg's
involved in
clobbered
that.
us again.
Now we're with Lewis Hamilton here.
No.
Cutting it so close.
Stroll.
And you can see how the cars come together. I
Stroll
imagine
smacked
their
into the back of
confidence
us.
will have taken a knock.
Right, what's that done to the car? Oh, great. Another broken rear wing for Lewis. And suspension and chassis damage as well. And it's destroyed his confidence. He's been involved in a collision. Stroll gets a 5-second penalty. We've now got Alonso all over the back of us. And it's destroyed our tyres as well. Look at our tyres. Oh my god. Yeah, that is going to be the best we can do strategy-wise now, I think. There's no parts I can change. Ah.
Just do what you can.
No damage to the powertrain. Gearbox might have taken a bit of a whack. Yeah, oh, the gearbox has taken a whack. Look, this is a new gearbox. God damn it. Third gearbox of the season is already at 59% because we keep getting rear-ended by the drivers. This is ridiculous.
Okay, copy. .4 seconds stop. It's clean, but it's not quick. There's Stroll boxing in the background. And now we're a long way off. And if we don't get a safety car, then I may well just retire Lewis. And he's a long way off traffic as well, which means it's going to take him a while before he can start setting better lap times. to improve his confidence in that respect. So for a while he's going to be driving with some pretty significant negative modifiers. Alright, so the question is now, can we rescue this situation by getting Russell on the podium at the end of the Grand Prix? Max is coming through the field. He's up to 5th. He's all over the back of Hulkenberg. I think this is going to come down to a battle between me and Sainz, or Russell and Sainz for 3rd place, because yeah, I think Max is going to catch and pass both us and that Ferrari.
So let's uplift and coast all round.
One slight positive to Lewis's position is when he does catch up to the pack, he'll gain confidence really quickly by chaining overtakes together, because his car, even though damaged, is still going to be faster than most of the cars in front. All the way up to Norris, we shouldn't have too much of an issue pace-wise. I mean, I think Leclerc will be clear of that by then, by the time we catch up to Norris, but we should have enough straight line pace to be able to overtake all those cars, assuming we catch up to them without too long of a delay. And then we can get him into peak confidence and really start churning out some good lap times. But again, with the caveat that the car is damaged. So in terms of the impact of the damage, we've already looked at the confidence level affecting his levels. Let's see what damage it's doing to our car. So we're getting a loss of cornering speed because of the chassis damage. We're getting a loss of cornering speed because of the rear wing. And we're getting a loss of cornering speed because of the suspension. Cornering speed is vital at a circuit like this. So, yeah, that's not good. Stroll went on to hards, so he's just going to be making one additional stop. Well, he's still going to be on a 2-stop, but it's going to be a long middle stint. I'd imagine Verstappen's 2-stopping as well. I'll probably go medium and soft. The guys in front will probably be going soft, medium, soft. Same as George.
Just work on getting that pack back up.
Stroll's race is done. He's well out of it now. And he did have a spare front wing, so that's been changed. But yeah, a rear-end collision is one of the worst collisions you can have in the game, because it damages suspension, which can't be changed in the race. It damages your chassis, because that can't be changed in the race. It damages your gearbox if it's a big enough hit, which this has done. It's taken 40% of our gearbox's life. And it damages a rear wing, which can't be changed during the race. And yet, if you rear-end someone, you damage your front wing, which can be changed, and if you're lucky, it doesn't damage anything else. Ah. And that's just scrubbed a load of grip off those tyres. Yeah, I think we're going to be retiring, Lewis. You'll see on the next lap, those tyres have just gone down dramatically in terms of condition. They were brand new tyres just a few laps ago, and now they're massively overheating because of the spin, down to 78% already.
Just need to make sure keep these tyres in good nick.
And we're now 10.5 seconds back off the Alfa Romeo of Zhou. Evening TB3. Let's check in with George. He is closing the gap on sights. Tyres are still in better condition, lapping about 0.3 of a lap faster. Max is past Hulkenberg, as is Albon. Max 5.5, just over 5.5 seconds behind. We're almost in DRS range. Let's make sure we get there.
Push and hold, overtake. Copy.
We've still got fuel saving to do with George, but the quicker we get to DRS, the easier that fuel save is going to be. There's Max. Evening VXR. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if a safety car does come out, but if Hamilton hasn't made up much in the way of positions by the time there's, you can see the dip on the tyres. If a safety car doesn't come out in the next sort of 10 laps or so, I'll just retire the car. Save the wear. He's a long way off with a damaged suspension, chassis and rear wing. There's only so much you can do. And a non-existent confidence level as well.
Charge the pack.
Understood.
Be careful with the car.
Alright, see if we can stay tucked up behind sights for a little while. Do some fuel saving, get the battery recharged, and then try and break away from him before the round of pit stops. What lap times are we doing, Lewis? 1:34s. Yeah, we're a couple of seconds a lap faster than a few of the cars in front. Oops. Come on, George, stay in range. I think you stayed in range. I hope you stayed in range. You did. How am I finding this game compared to the 22 version? Much better. Much better. There are definitely some things that are a little bit annoying, problematic. Some strange creative choices that they made as well. A few unnecessary changes.
It's not going to be long now, mate.
Yeah, copy.
But, you know, as looking at the whole package, it's a massive improvement. It's definitely more challenging. I think we missed the yellow flag. A lock up for Sonoda.
The action happens as they went into
The cost
turn
cap is
16.
a lot more punishing this time around.
And there goes the steering. Just unable to control the car by that point.
Upgrades are not as powerful. You really have to think carefully about how you develop the car and how much you develop the car as well.
And happy to pick up the pushing level.
Copy.
Right, we're keeping Verstappen at bay. We're pulling away from everybody else. Alonso has come through the field now. Hulkenberg's just going backwards. Another yellow flag. Don't know what that one was for. Hamilton now almost on the back of Zhou.
And think about left lifting coast.
We're not catching Sainz. Sainz is actually closing up on Perez, so I think Sainz is pushing right now. Just going to go back into fuel save mode for a
Let's
bit.
just manage these tyres.
Yeah, roger.
Will there be a patch that transforms the performance? I don't know. There might be a driver stat patch. I think they did one of those after launch last time around. They did a staff and driver patch to just update the ratings a little bit. And I really hope that they do that this time around, because Oscar Piastri's stats are just awful. They need to be much better than they are. Plus, I think a couple of other drivers are probably a little overrated, and a couple of other drivers possibly a little underrated. Sainz is boxed already. Didn't expect that. Why is George taking that line through that corner? Bit of an odd one.
Just push.
But yeah, in terms of changing the car's performance, I don't know. Probably not. Because I don't think they did last time either. If they do anything to the cars, they'll probably just do a livery update. And maybe just change the models of the cars a little bit to bring them more in line with changes. You know, bodywork changes. Look, they did that last year. So they might do that again this time. Right, how far away from boxing? Very close. So let's spend what's left of this tyre.
Let's give it everything we got.
Roger.
Lewis's confidence still down in the dumps. Still closing by 2.5 seconds on Yuki Bottas. 2.5 to Piastri and Sargent. Nearly 2 seconds to De Vries. Still lapping faster than Magnussen, Gasly, Norris, Hulkenberg. We've got enough pace on paper to maybe sneak into the top 10.
box, box. Yeah, stop.
Performance is a little bit smoother on the PS5 version. It's pretty good on the PS4 as well, although there is a little bit of delay with texture popping. Sometimes you'll see some of the detail takes an extra second or so to load in. You do occasionally glimpse that very briefly on the PS5, but not too often, but it's a bit more pronounced on the PS4. But it runs well. I would say it runs a little bit better than last year for the most part. It's a little bit nicer to look at in general. They have tarted it up a little bit. Graphics are a little bit cleaner. The materials they use for the cars themselves are better. We don't have ridiculously shiny, glossy carbon fibre this year. It's got more of a sort of a matte satin kind of look to it. You hate seeing the Mercs off the pace. Well, that's kind of where they are in reality. I mean, they're not quite as far off as they are in the game, but still a little way off. 2.4 seconds isn't bad. It's still a pretty slow stop, though. It's clean, though. No mistakes. Need to start looking after those tyres again.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't fall off the cliff.
Sainz goes through. There he is. And Leclerc gets through, but Leclerc was yet to stop. So we've got a couple of the medium runners coming out around us. Might be able to use that to get ourselves back up the order a bit. Oh, I've gone softs.
If we could just drop back a bit.
Damn it. I meant to go mediums. Alright, we'll have to go soft, medium then. And that's Perez into the pits.
Just reduce your speed. Copy.
Alright, we lost a little bit of time to Sainz. Am I happy City Skylines Remastered? Yes, I saw that patch. I posted that on Twitter this morning as well. I had a quick play with that. So Bobbington will be coming back to the channel soon, probably next week. See if we can follow Leclerc through here. Tucked in behind Ocon.
Just show me what you've got then. Copy.
Alright, we're going to get the move done on Ocon. Going to box him in behind Sainz as we go around the outside of Brooklands, which becomes the inside at Luffield. Can we get a run at the inside of Woodcut? No, we're going to go switch to the outside of Woodcut. Ah!
Awesome job, mate.
That was very aggressive defence there. Wow. We'll get him in Maggots instead. We're alongside through Beckett's. We get the move done. We'll have DRS. And we clear him through Chapel. Well, that was a hard overtake. I want to see a replay of that.
Now we should be able to take a look here. It was George Russell involved. They decide to give it a go.
There we go.
Closer and closer to that podium.
That's Russell into peak confidence. Excellent stuff. What tyres did Sainz go on? Sainz has gone softs as well, and so did Perez, so they're going soft, medium as well then. Perez sets a new fastest lap. We can't beat it. Perez did a 1:30.9. We did 32.7. Wow. I mean, I know we got stuck behind traffic, but even so. Going to top up mode.
Charge the pack.
Comfortably clear of Leclerc already. Hamilton's still away off Gasly. I think Gasly's on better tyres now. There he is. Motion tablet, sickness tablets at the ready. Sainz is a massively overrated driver. No, I don't think he's massively overrated. I think he's a little overrated in the game, but not massively. He is a good driver. He's just Ferrari are just a disaster. You know, they can't do strategy. They can't, get their car working consistently. Yeah. I think that exacerbates things a lot. And he's clearly having to play second fiddle to Charles. I think I'd rather have Charles than Perez. No, sorry, Carlos than Perez. Alright, Bottas into the pits. That's going to be another position gain for Lewis. He's slowly creeping up in the confidence levels. It's still pretty poor. Tyres aren't great. Trying to prolong them if we can. I don't really want to go onto a set of hards, but I might have to. Because of that spin. Pretty much killed our run on this set of tyres. Let's create a new strategy. It's 3 seconds slower. But that's based on the tyres being better than they are right now. I think that is going to work out the better strategy. So we'll switch Lewis onto that. Let's stop saving him on tyres. Let him just use what's left. Verstappen boxes. I think he might be one-stopping if he goes on to a set of hards here. Let's see, what does he go for? Does he go for softs? He's going hards. Verstappen might be one-stopping. So now it is a question of, can we hang on for the podium? Starting to lose ground with Lewis now that the tyres are dying off a little bit. Faster than Piastri on that last lap. I think Piastri dropped out of DRS range on that last lap. Yeah, he did. That's why he was quicker.
Let's push.
Alright, we've got Lewis into medium confidence at last. So, just small negative modifiers to his stats now, as opposed to big negative modifiers. George still sitting pretty with very, very high confidence. Not really closing on the front two though. I think Leclerc's going to one-stop this as well. Let's go into fuel saving for a bit with George. Piastri into the box, so that robs us of another overtake opportunity. We've been a bit unlucky here with Lewis, trying to, fight his way through the traffic. They've all been jumping into the pits before he gets to them, so we haven't had the chance to get that confidence boost. Still 7 seconds off the group of cars in front, to De Vries and Norris. New fastest lap for Carlos. Got Max versus Fernando versus Charles here. Interesting little three-way battle. Has Alonso stopped yet? Alonso has stopped yet, so Alonso is on a two-stop, so he has to pass Charles ASAP, and he should do easily here. Charles is going to one-stop, but he hasn't made that stop yet. Max is one-stopping, or should one-stop, might dash in for a set of softs at the end. So Leclerc is effectively a pit stop behind both of these two. That's how much out of the running Charles is right now. Got a pit stop issue for Magnussen.
The Haas pit crew are all ready.
Problem with the jacks.
The car isn't released properly.
Yeah, there needs to be an animation showing that they're trying to release the car but can't, rather than just everyone just freeze framing. Is a podium too optimistic? I don't know. We've got to watch out for Max, who is 11 seconds behind us right now, but is being held up beautifully for us by Leclerc. And Alonso is on the same strategy as us, i.e. a 2-stop. So he's, what, 9 seconds, 10 seconds behind us? 9 seconds. So I don't know, maybe we can hang on. Still doing some fuel saving, still trying to trickle charge the battery. We haven't got the pace of the front two. It's whether we can hang on for third. Alright, Lewis's confidence still going up slightly. We've got rid of the negative modifier to defending completely. And there is Charles making his stop. He's out on hards. We're still lapping faster than De Vries, who has dropped down to 12th. He's still over 4.5 seconds in front, 5 seconds in front. Alright, this is the optimal lap for Lewis, so we're going to box Lewis for a set of hards.
We'll box.
Everything he got with this tyre now.
So it's hammer time. Just think about lift and coast efficiency.
Understood.
We're keeping a nice consistent pace. So we are closing on Sainz again. He's having to really protect his car, having pushed it like crazy to get in front of Perez. And Perez is just reeling him in now. I think Perez is starting to wind up for a push. We're still holding a 9-second advantage to Alonso. Verstappen hasn't caught him back up just yet, but he's close. It's going to be how quick we are when we box onto the mediums at the end with Russell as to whether or not we can overhaul Verstappen. 2.3 seconds, that's a clean stop, and that's our fastest stop of the weekend so far.
Caution could have traffic on exit.
How you doing, Refill? And that's enough to get us onto the leaderboard just. We're in 9th place, and we're out ahead of Piastri, but behind Bottas. Right, let's hope we don't spin the car out again.
Need to make sure keep these tyres in good nick.
Yep.
Charge the pack.
Yeah, copy.
I want to have a full battery to really attack when we get those fresh tyres on.
Use the overtake.
Understood.
Let's see what kind of lap times we can do with the hards to Lewis. If it's not good, we will just pull him in. I mean, how far off the points are we? 18 seconds. No, more than that. No, yeah, 18 seconds to Hulkenberg. It's about 24, 26 seconds. Is that right? No. Maths isn't working, brain's not working. 25 seconds to Norris. Alright, tyres are up to temp. This should be a good lap. Confidence got a nice little jump for an overtake there. We've got another one in front of us, that's Stroll, who put us in this situation. Verstappen has got past Alonso and has dropped him already. That's not good. Let's give Russell a little bit more tyre pace.
Happy to start reducing that management.
New personal best for Lewis in the middle sector. We're closing on Stroll. We're in DRS range. Stroll's going to be boxing soon. Can Hamilton get past on the Hamilton straight? No. Failed overtake, just nibbles away at a little bit of that confidence, but we'll get an easy pass with DRS here. And there we go, we're finally into high confidence for Lewis. And now we've got positive modifiers. Alright, let's calm the tyres down.
Yeah,
Put battery into top-up mode.
Fall off a cliff on that tyre.
Understood.
2 seconds to debris. And closing. Oh god, there's a Hamilton straight. Yes! The start-finish straight was renamed the Hamilton Straight 4 years ago? 5 years ago, I think. Didn't used to have a name. It was, you know, this little straight here doesn't have a name either. This was the old start-finish straight. You got the Hangar Straight, which is the long one after Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel, which is coming up. And then you've got the Wellington Straight, which is what cuts the circuit in half for the short circuit and then the full Grand Prix circuit. There, you can just see in the background that line that goes across. That there is the start of the Wellington Straight, and it cuts all the way across. But yeah, the start-finish straight of the new complex a few years back, I forget which year, this was renamed the Hamilton Straight. Right, we're watching Russell. Max is closing. Battery is good to go. This is the Wellington Straight. So Lewis hunting down both of the Alpha Tauris. Doing 1:32.6 on the last lap, but that was a push lap. We're pushing the tyres and battery. Let's see what we get at the end of this lap. A 1:33.4. It's faster than the cars we're chasing. It's faster than everybody up to and including Norris. So there is still a chance to maybe rescue a point for Lewis, but he is still a fair way off. Norris is going to have to stop again. So's Albon, so's Gasly. We're good to the end now with Lewis, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, let's see what you got then.
Give George everything he's got on this tyre.
Yes, Fox. Can I just have a think about getting the pack back up?
It's impossible to follow.
Keep plugging away.
Science boxing on this lap as well. Perez staying out. Again, not fast, but clean. No mistakes. We're going to look at creating a slightly customised schedule next time we get to a pit training session creation. Once the end of the month arrives.
Let's just manage these tyres.
Okay. So just charge that pack.
Alright, there we go. Into very high confidence now for Lewis. Boosts his stats again. We should get DRS off the back of De Vries here. It's going to be tight. Might not get it. De Vries might be trying to break away.
Push and hold, overtake.
Perez into the pits. We had a yellow flag somewhere. Don't know what it was for. Perez comes out on mediums. Don't tell me Max is going to win this Grand Prix. Alonso, I think, still yet to stop again. Yeah, he's going to have to stop again. He'll go onto a set of softs, so he'll be very quick. I'm kind of hoping Max has to stop again. De Vries is trying to push, trying to stay ahead of us. Yeah, the training schedule for the pit crew, it's activated at the start of every month, and you can choose what they're going to do. You can go in and edit it throughout the month if you want to, but I find it's better to just plan it in for the month, select which one you want to go with. Maybe customize it if you want to, and then send them on their merry way for that month. Yuki has boxed from behind us. Russell is flying right now. Purple in the first, personal best in the middle. What can we do in the final sector? It's the fastest lap. Nice. Alright, Lewis still hunting down De Vries. De Vries, if he was pushing, is out of battery now. It's been 2 laps, so we should start hauling him down again. And there you see, we are close now. Didn't have DRS on that straight, but we did close on him by a couple of tenths, just on the hanger straight. We're going to get him coming out of... what is the name of that corner? I always forget that one. Aintree. It's Aintree. after the loop. So you got Abbey, then the farm. This is Village. This is the loop. And then this little right-hander or left-hander here, that's Aintree. That's the one whose name I always forget. Oh, we didn't get him.
And just charge the pack. Okay.
Should get him on the hanger straight. Long straight with DRS. Gasly into the box. He should probably get out ahead of us. And yeah, we swoop on through. So we're up to 14th place. Lewis gets another little confidence boost for that.
Use the overtake.
Just give him another little push. Goes defensive with De Vries all over the back of him. That's why we're pushing, to break away. Russell not closing. Well, kind of, maybe. I think it's closing to Alonso. Yeah, it's closing to Alonso. The others are now tied up behind him. So that gap will start getting smaller again. And that is De Vries broken. Time to go hunting down Magnussen and Sargent. Gasly went on to a new set of mediums. He'll probably be quicker than us. Faster tyre, in better condition, without damage. That's Albon into the pits. He too will probably come out in front of us. But not by too much. Depending on what tyre he goes onto, we may possibly have a chance. He's coming off the softs. Is he going mediums? No, he's going softs again. So he's got medium, soft, soft. Clean stop. There he is coming out of the pit lane. There is us, just swooping through. And we are going to be a couple of seconds behind. There he is. Just ahead of Sargent. That was critical for Albon there. As long as he can hold him back on this straight, which he should be able to do. We're out of battery again.
Just work on getting that pack back up.
How are we looking tyre-wise? Worse than Perez. Better than Sainz. Alonso's going to be stopping again in a moment. Better than Leclerc behind us. I think Max has probably got enough to stay out. He might box, as I say, for a quick soft stop, but I doubt it. As Alonso drops now into 4th place. So the roadblock is now out of the way. Albon's gone already, he's 2 seconds clear. For these two scrapping, we should get DRS off the pair of them here. Let's charge up again. "15 laps left." I don't think we're going to get the podium. I think we're on for 4th though. If Alonso doesn't box, he's going to be easy pickings. If he does box, I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch back up.
Why?
Because you got no battery, Lewis. Oh, I was worried then. I saw that. I saw that Williams starting to come back on track. I thought, oh god, we're going to get a clobber into him, but we avoided it. Quite pleased about that.
And we'll push.
Understood.
Alright, well, we're definitely inside a second, according to the timing page, as we cross the line. And we've got the DRS, good.
Just need to make sure keep these tyres in good nick.
That's Sargent into the box. So, who are we going to be fighting for points? It's going to be a fight against Hulkenberg, because Albon will probably catch and pass on those soft tyres. So we're fighting against Magnussen and Hulkenberg to get into the pits. That's Alonso into the box. So this has got to be for softs. It is. Oh, slow getting the right rear off. That's good. Was there another fault there as well? That was just slow in general. Let's see if we can get a different camera angle on the replay. If we get a replay. Might not get the replay because we watched it happen. We are losing time behind Magnussen here, but I do need to get some battery in the car. This will be the last lap that we stay behind him. Try and get him on the hanger straight if we can. Alright, it's all going to come down to whether Max boxes. If Max boxes, we get the podium. If he doesn't, we don't. Because we don't have the pace to catch Perez or Sainz. I can get a little bit closer.
So happy to push now.
Yeah, copy, all good. Just push.
We're 8 seconds off the back. It's unlikely we can get onto Sainz.
a new fastest lap for Alexander Albon. And this is the lap we're going to try and get past Magnussen. We are a long way off. We're over 10 seconds off the back of Hulkenberg. But that's our target, is Hulkenberg. Because, you know, just getting into the points will be a hell of a recovery. A 129.5 for Perez as he takes the lead from Max.
Just keep it up.
Charge the pack.
Still comfortably ahead of Leclerc, so there's no threat from behind. Alonso right behind Leclerc, but 15 seconds back. I don't think he's going to have the pace to catch us. Let's swoop around the outside here. Thank you very much. Now it's time to go hunting. See if we can claw back time to Nico. So this should be a very quick lap compared to a 132.8. We won't have the DRS, but we won't also have the obstruction of Magnussen in front of us. And we'll be burning battery this lap. Alonso is past Leclerc already. That didn't take him long. Only 3/10 faster on that last lap. Again, we'll see what he does now he's in clean air. Got a yellow flag somewhere. Someone's spun. It's a McLaren.
Yellow. Yeah, agree.
So a spin for Norris as he gets lapped by the two Red Bulls.
Not wanting...
6 seconds off the back of Sainz. Maybe we can catch him. We might have to keep pushing the tyres at this pace for the rest of the run. Still need to find just an extra little bit of fuel. Don't really want to save it just yet. Hamilton has killed his battery again. Let's go back into top up.
And just charge the pack.
How much faster were we on the last lap? You know, considerably faster, but again, we were pushing Hulkenberg. I don't think he was. A safety car now would be amazing. Yeah, a lot of cars would box if there was a safety car. Verstappen would. We would with Russell. Sainz probably would. Perez might. Leclerc probably would. Albon might. Hulkenberg probably would. We definitely would with Hamilton. Magnussen would box, as would Stroll. Maybe De Vries. There's a few cars that would react if a safety car were to come out right now. And the longer it goes before a safety car comes, the more cars that would probably react. Until it reaches a certain point, and then there wouldn't really be any point to overtake it, to boxing. Right, a non-push lap, just using the tyres that lap, and
How fast were we compared to Nico? Nearly 2 seconds faster. It's good. We'll be on him soon. We are going to rescue points for Lewis. It's such horrible, horrible luck with Lewis this season. He's been rear-ended, what, 3 times now? And each time it's done significant gearbox damage as well as breaking the rear wing. And it's another chassis and another suspension that we're going to have to throw out as well. Unless he forces me off. Hush, Barra. Alright, we're down to 5 seconds off the back of Sainz. Still lapping about 0.4 of a second faster. I don't think we've got enough time. And these tyres are going to start overheating soon. Surprised they haven't already. Max still out there. A little bit of traffic. Can we maybe steal some DRS here? Get us a little bit closer to Sainz. It's 3 cars to get past. So that's Tsunoda, Sargent and Norris in front of us. Don't think we're close enough to get DRS off the back of Tsunoda. We're not, but we've nibbled away a little bit more time from Sainz. Meanwhile, Hamilton got the gap down to 2.5 seconds to Hulkenberg. Fuel is almost sorted. We're going to need just a quick lift and coast for just a few corners, I think, to sort that out. Can we get DRS here on the hangar straight? We should be close enough. Yes, we did. Excellent. Right. Tsunoda dives out of the way. And we took over 0.3 out of Sainz just on that straight alone, thanks to DRS. But a yellow flag. Six laps to go. What was the yellow flag for? Anything serious? I don't know. It's not telling us. Hamilton getting very close to the back of Hulkenberg. We always seem to have a dramatic finish, don't we? For one reason or another. Russell's tyres are holding on really well here. Wearing out slightly faster now. But we're still getting good performance without massive degradation. Almost there with Lewis. We should be close enough to get DRS on the hangar straight now.
So 5 laps remaining.
Copy.
Russell's bingo fuel.
Just work on getting that pack back up.
We haven't got enough pace or laps to close down Albon, so our fight is purely with Hulkenberg. So we're going to try and just build some battery up and then sprint away from him. Unless we get him here. Wow, we got him straight away. And we shut him down as well. Alright, so we've got back into the points finally with Lewis. It's taken us pretty much the entire race to get there, but we've done it. And I'm hopeful we can hold off Hulkenberg without having to come out of harvest for a lap or so. Oh wow, we're within 1.5 seconds. We're going to get DRS here.
Push and hold it, overtake.
Yeah, copy.
We lost a little bit of time on that corner. What happened to Sainz? Did he just have a really slow lap? Or did we just have a really good lap? I think we just had a really good lap, combined with a not great lap for Sainz. Tyres are now just getting to the point where they're overheating. Did we get the DRS? Yes, we did.
If we could just drop back a bit.
Yeah, copy.
Right, we need to stay with him now. Let's get Hamilton sprinting away.
Use the overtake.
Yep.
Sainz is going to try and push away from us again.
3 laps to go. And happy to pick up the pushing level.
Copy.
Got the DRS again. Just gonna have to really manage these tyres now,
Yeah, copy.
so they don't go through the roof in terms of temperatures as soon as we turn them on. I'm gonna try and just save a little bit of battery. We've got 3 more laps. Well, we've got 2.5 laps. Don't want to try any reckless lunges. Lewis's sprinting has put him already 3 seconds clear.
Up remaining.
2 remaining.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't fall off a cliff on that tyre.
Yep.
I was worried Sainz might get DRS off the back of whichever car's in front. Who is that in front? Is that De Vries? Or is that Stroll? There might be Stroll. I don't know. Don't know who that is. Doesn't really matter.
Happy to start reducing that management.
Copy.
As long as we can get through cleanly, it is an AlphaTauri. I think that might have caused a little bit of a delay for Sainz there.
So one more lap. Just stay close to him.
Oh, and Verstappen's locked up. We're on the podium anyway. I missed the chance to get the replay. I was too busy focusing on this. Sainz is pushing. I don't think we can get Sainz, but
So let's take a look at the replay.
let's see. Can we see the spin?
Right, so this was the fourth corner. There's
No,
the
we just see
opening.
him parked up there waiting for the traffic to go through, and there he is rejoining.
And George Russell.
So we've got a
says thank you
podium.
very
It's now a
much.
question of whether we can actually get on top of the second step. Can we get Sainz? It's going to be so close. Come on, George. I don't think we're going to be close enough. We're going to get the DRS though.
Just show me what you've got then.
Copy.
Nah, just couldn't do it. One more lap, we'd have had him.
First.
So you've taken
But we got a
the flag.
podium. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, what a weird race. Pace really came to us in the second half of that stint. We were looking like we were not going to be able to challenge, and all of a sudden Sainz's pace just fell away. Our pace was consistently good. The fact that our tyres were in better shape because we didn't push them right at the start of the stint helped prolong a nice good stint of pushing to catch up to Sainz. Almost got him, and then Max throwing it away. And his tyres were almost dead by the end. But yeah, we kind of stole a podium there, but I'll take it. And yeah, a lot of hard work to get Lewis up. You can see there the big shunt from Stroll at the end of lap 4. Which broke the rear wing, damaged the suspension, damaged the chassis, destroyed the tyres, forced us onto another pit stop, and then a spin
So we have check
trying to,
now.
you know, get back up and going
So
with
that's, P10.
extremely low, almost non-existent confidence. Forced Lewis into a spin coming out of Aintree onto the Wellington straight, a couple of laps into his medium tyres run, which destroyed the medium, forced us onto the set of hards,
This podium is something the whole team can be proud of.
but we still
Excellent
managed to
strategy
get him
and
back
perfectly
into the
executed.
points.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene. The team getting their first chance to congratulate their driver on a job well done. And right now it's the British driver who proudly takes his place on the podium.
And that's podium number 2, down to the hard work of the driver and the whole team, of course.
Ah, it counted the podiums. That's
Well, we might be
nice.
in Britain,
That's new.
but our podium
It counted
finishers
how many
won't be
podiums you got.
celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition. And as proceedings start to wind down here, what will Mercedes have made of this result, Karun?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And here in Silverstone, the weekend now draws to a close.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
So, Hungary next. There you can see the final running order. 7 positions gained for Max, 10 gained for Fernando Alonso, 10 gained for Leclerc, 11 gained for Gasly. Alonso didn't quite have the pace he needed, but he gained massive points there. Hamilton, down 5 places, but given the drama that he had to go through, did well just to get back in the points. Comfortably fastest lap for Sergio Perez. I think the only car that got close was Alonso, and he was nearly 3/10 slower. If we look further down, bad race for Stroll, for obvious reasons. Torpedoing us did not help. Bad race for Magnussen. Hulkenberg losing places. Bad race for Norris. Same with Tsunoda. Yeah, McLaren are really in trouble. I don't see them scoring points again for the rest of the season. AlphaTauri occasionally chip away at points here and there. Not in this race. But, I can't see Alfa Romeo scoring any points at all this year. They're the only team yet to score. If we look at the Drivers' Championship, Perez actually jumps into second place with a huge points overhaul of Charles Leclerc there. He is now 16 points off Max. He's closing the gap. No, he's 6 points off Max. Just 6 points off Max. I can't add up tonight. So getting very close between the two Red Bulls again. Carlos closes the gap significantly to Charles as well. 19 points between the two of them now. A point for Lewis. Keeps him kind of in touching distance of Carlos Sainz, but still a bit of a way off. Big points for Alonso. That gets him closer to Lewis, and George closes the gap up to just 3 points again, following his second podium of the season, his third place of the season. No points for Stroll. Gasly and Ocon again chipping in 10 points for Alpine. They've been doing that consistently for the last 3-4 races in a row now, chipping in points like that. And I think it's identical positions for the last Grand Prix as well. So Alpine are starting to hit a nice little bit of consistency there. 2 more points for Williams. That is massive for them, absolutely massive. Let's take a look at the Constructors' Championship. So there you can see Red Bull once again just stretching that lead. They are so far away now, 159 points clear of Ferrari. Ferrari also stretching their lead over us, but we do actually halt Aston's charge and actually start to stretch away again just a little bit. Alpine trying to keep pace. That's the first time they've actually closed on Aston Martin for a little while. Well, they haven't even closed, they've just kept pace there. Haas, long way off in 6th. McLaren in 7th with 4 points, but those 2 points for Williams bring them to within just 1. And I think if either of those two teams are likely to score points again this season, it's going to be Williams with Alex Albon. McLaren just seem nowhere at the moment. AlphaTauri with that 1 point they scored ages ago, and it's not looking good for Alfa Romeo. In the pit stop challenge, once again, we do not make the top 10. Our pit crew just isn't quick enough right now. The fastest stop was for Red Bull, 2.27. Then Ferrari, McLaren, Aston, McLaren, Alpine, Red Bull down in 7th. Unusual to see the cars separated by such a big gap like that. Williams scoring more points there. They should probably jump us if they haven't already in the standings now. AlphaTauri still able to get quicker pit stops than us. They're going to score more points in that than they are in the championship easily. And Ferrari do get their second car in there as well. That's what the team standings look like. As you can see, Mercedes have now jumped us. AlphaTauri on 82 points. That's crazy. Yeah, our pit crew just isn't quick. At least they're cutting out the mistakes now, which is good. We do need to look at sorting out their strategy there. 59 points and 159 points. No, Matt isn't... where was I looking at that? It's in the constructors, isn't it? We've gone too far. I can't see that now. Mass is decent for me. I'm just having a rough night, I think, when it comes to that. Let's take a look at the constructors. Yeah, I misread the numbers. Ah, dear. Okay, right, well, let's have a look at the car. More missing parts. Need to replace the chassis again. We do have one spare. Just. Need to replace the rear wing. We've got plenty of those spare. For this very reason. As we keep getting walloped. And I do have a spare suspension. Okay. George's car, nothing has failed inspection, but the side pods and the rear wing are likely to need swapping out at the end of the next race. And I've only got one of the new side pods at the moment. Let's check our inbox. F1 in Schools invitation. So this email still exists. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know it's banter. Do I pause my staff development for 7 days? Normally I would go no, but 100 grand is 100 grand, and we are a little tight on money this year, so I'm actually going to accept that this year, and we're going to gain a little bit of extra cash. Car inspection results, as we have already looked at Lewis's car, the destroyed parts, thanks to Lance Stroll, dealt with those. The feature race for F2, let's see, there was a sprint. Porsche got second in the sprint. Behrman up to third in the sprint. And there is the feature. Maloney getting first place. Borshung has been having a good season in this year. Gets second place. Hajar in third. Iwasa fifth. Where's Teo? Down in 8th. And Deruvala's gone off the boil a little bit. Down in 10th. He's kind of drifted away last few races. We do have a regulation vote. So, as a way to reward teams for performing well, we believe that wind tunnel and CFD testing limits should be based on championship position. So this would take hours away from the bottom half of the grid and give it to the top half of the grid, and I'm going to vote against that. It's much more fun when the grid tightens up, which we should see in a few seasons' time. In the old game, Season 3 was usually a pretty tight midfield, very tight midfield. We would see like the top 15 in qualifying separated by a second, maybe. So it'd be nice to see if that continues in this, as the grid closes up under extended runnings of the original ATR period. Allocation. We're 11 days away from the next Grand Prix. What spare parts do we have left? We've got one side pods, but I think we're making some new ones already. Could do with more chassis, more underfloors, more suspensions. Let's see. What are we building right now? Underfloors, side pods, suspensions, and front wings as well. Okay, so parts are coming. We just got to wait for them. We will have to make another suspension, I think. We've only got one more coming. Yeah, let's add another one onto that. Wait, 1.5 mil for one more. Oh no, wait, no, it's only 300,000. Yeah, okay. So we'll spend another 300 grand to add an extra suspension onto that. So we've got 2 more to come now, plus the one that's being built, if it hasn't been built already. Side pods, yeah, they're okay. Front wings, they're probably okay. We've got 2 more to come. Underfloors, 2 more of those to come. I think we're okay on those parts for now. Right, 8.5 million. What can we do with that? Nothing worth doing in here. Team Hub is 2 days away from its final, well, from its round 4 upgrade. I think the final upgrade is going to be about 5 mil, 6 mil, I think, somewhere in that region. Extra scouts would be nice, but not really essential. Race sim is already at max level. We can't afford anything in car developments. Would be nice to drop an upgrade on one of these, if we could, before the end of the season. Checking with the board. Satisfied with a podium. Yeah, they've not been kind to us. Let's actually go back to facilities and let's... It's 2.5 mil. We might need that extra boost come the end of the season. Mercedes is definitely a challenge in the new game because of the expectations against the actual performance of the car. Right, let's advance a bit of time. Get the regulation vote in. Team Hub is done. How much is it going to cost for the final upgrade? 6.5 mil, which we don't have the money for anymore. That can wait. Jared Murphy still has low morale. That is still being an issue. He's out of contract. We are scouting at the moment, aren't we? Not in here, we're not. I think we're scouting engineers, aren't we? Yes. How long we got left? 12 days until our scouts are done. Alright. We know we've got low stock in side pods. We know Jared's got low morale. Front wings are finished. Let's go to car parts. So we've got 6 front wings now. So we've got plenty of spares. That's good. Car part development. The new rear wing is going to be finished in a day. Excellent stuff. There it is. Let's go to manufacture and start building this new rear wing. Hopefully this will give us a big improvement in performance. It's going to have a nice little impact there by the look of that. It's going to really boost our speed. It's going to boost our acceleration. Definitely boost our DRS. It's going to give us a boost in cornering, and our dirty air tolerance will get a nice little boost as well. Right, we're 5 days away from the Grand Prix. If we were to rush, could I get 2? No. So there's no point rushing. We'll just get these built ready for Spa. So Spa is 12 days away. So I can get 2 One for each car in time for Spa, but no spare. If I rush, I can get a spare. This will be the last rear wing that we build. Yeah, let's rush 3, and then we'll go normal manufacturing once those 3 are done. I'd rather go into Spa with a spare. Right, we've got the results of the regulation votes. So, we voted against, Ferrari voted for, McLaren and Red Bull voted for, Alpine voted against, it's 3-2. Now it's 4-3, Williams and Haas with their votes. AlphaTauri makes it 5-4, Aston Martin makes it 6. So, those changes are going to take effect. So we will get more hours next year, but it will come at the detriment of the teams at the back. The teams that really need it, like Alfa Romeo and McLaren, and in a couple of seasons' time, potentially us, depending on who we go to once the team switching option is patched into the game. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. Some more manufacturing is done. It's race day, so let's go through making sure everything. Make sure everything is set. We will look at the cars first of all. So into the warehouse, the chassis. Both cars have the most up-to-date chassis, but we do not have a spare. We are working on chassis, aren't we? No, we're not. But we don't have any slots available, so okay. Right, so we can't do spare chassis. If we do damage them, we'll have to switch to the other one. Front wings, we don't have the new front wing ready yet. Oh no, it's not the front wing, it's the new rear wing. We have 6 of the most recent front wings, so we're fine on that. Both cars have got it. Got 1 of the rear wings. We're going to save that. We're not going to use it here. So we're just going to run on the existing Mark II rear wings for this Grand Prix. Side pods, we can put both cars on the new side pods now, and we've got a spare. Underfloor, both cars are on the current underfloor, and both cars are on the current suspension. Okay, so we are kind of done. All that's left is to do that, and we will do that tomorrow when we come back for... Actually, no, today is Thursday, isn't it? Tomorrow is Friday. Friday, we are coming back with the next installment of our live stream playthrough on Aliens Dark Descent. So we will continue to push on with that. Monday, I am going to bring back Bobbington on City Skylines. Now that the patch has gone live and we've got the extra content, we will pick up Bobbington again on Monday. So we'll be back with more F1 Manager on Tuesday. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we will do the next 3 rounds. So that'll be Hungary, then Spa, then Zandvoort, I think. Is it Zandvoort after Spa? Yes. So that's our 3 races next week. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob. I'll be back with some Aliens Dark Descent tomorrow and some more F1 Manager next week.